hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Carl here, Stage K, back today, and this is gonna be the first video of a multiple series of videos on our X32 compact. So today is gonna be a rig up day, where we're gonna rig up. I'm gonna show you guys how we connect this thing. It's gonna be done mostly GoPro style. And then from here on, we're gonna record the other videos on this mixer. So, come along for the ride. So here we have the case which my X32 is inside. You can see here we have marked it. It's a Gator, it's a G-Torque case for it, with wheels. So it's nice to kind of lug around. So I've written up the box number. You can write on this with a whiteboard marker and remove it later. Some things are permanent, like the stuff I have inside, as well as the weight of it is 35 whole kilos. So I'd recommend being 2 people while lifting this at any high amount of distance. So we got the X32 itself, we got an IC cable. In this case it's an Nutric true plug to IC. I'll show you why later. USB and the like, so the USB cable for the USB interface card. You know, the USB stick which is supposed to be for this thing, which is supposed to be inside of here, but I'm a little unsure that it has taken away, so I gotta find that before we start the next video. Ethernet and short Ethercoms. I got an Ethernet cable in there, a short Ethercom. I have also a few patch cables inside of here, and a 3.5mm RCA inside of our Gator Torque case on top of our audio stuff, which is moved back into the rack. So yeah, so let's get this thing rigged up where we're supposed to have her. We always gotta have our coffee here at Stage K. So I've moved my living room table. Now you gotta promise me not to scream when I look up right now. We don't speak about this abomination. This is so I can have an overhead cam for the X32, so I can record these videos as quickly as possible. I was planning to get a more proper tripod for that, but we don't have that right now, so this is what we have to work with. So let's get her over here.
Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here is where I will be standing for the next couple of days. Oh well, the next couple of hours more like it, recording videos on the X32. So now we're gonna get out the first thing, which well, we would hope to have been provided at the location we're gonna be providing sound at. Our PDU. As well as our PDU, we're gonna get out from our box right here, which is our stage box, and whatever else is our front of house cable and our service cable. So I have shown you guys many times before how my service here works. Basically the PDU is wired so it can take 415 volts. But because I do not have my converter yet, basically what is happening here is that instead of us using a 415 volt service, what we are doing is taking a 3-phase 230 volt system and wiring it up so that we can use it as a 400 volt system, just that instead of it being 400 volts on leg to leg and 230 from leg to neutral, it's basically nothing between the legs and 230 from leg to neutral. So that's just to get the PDU to cooperate here in the studio. But later on, this will be wired to a more traditional 3-phase plus north 415 or 400 volt system. So let's give ourselves some power. So here is the main breaker. These are the 3 legs that's getting jumped, and they're 3 neutrals. So now we have power here. So now we're gonna grab our front of house cable, which still needs some work. This is also why we are using very dedicated equipment here. So we do not mix and match with other stuff for now. But basically this is wired in 1 phase, but it is a 3-phase plug. The nut goes over to our rack, shields underneath our rack, and then we have this plug, which is a 1-phase E-plug, which is what this is supposed to be, which then goes into our 230 volt input. Then let's pop the X32 out of its shell. So here we have the X32 under its cover. Then in here we have fancy sheets. So we got our patch sheet, which is all fine and good. Here we have our few patch cables that I was also talking about. Then we have Ethernet and Ethercon, which is fine. We got an RCA and we got our power. So power situation, fairly straightforward. Power situation will stay up in here, but will come out and be plugged into our 230 volt 50 hertz through. So that is our power to our mixer. The Ethernet for our mixer is gonna plug in here, and it's then gonna just kinda chill inside of here, because we have the space. Now normally this would all be covered up, but in this instance it's not. That goes right into our internet. Then we have our internet feed in, which we're getting over this cable. So this is going out into the server rack in my hallway. So this is our feed of network that's going to be coming to front of house. So this would all then normally be in a cable trunk of some semi-obvious sort. There we go. Then this comes to this Ethercon end, which then plugs into our Ethernet in on the front of the rack. Then we have this cable, which is going to come from our belt pack, which I'm pretty sure that was feed number 3, right? Yes. So that's going into input 3. All of that and just chilling whatever. But now that our power is ran, we can take and turn on the power, so that way we can get some light in the back of the rack. So then we get some lights back in here. So good shit, so then we can see what we are doing. Then we have this, which is gonna go to our VU meter. So what I'm gonna do here is we are gonna plug these into our VU meter down here. Simply because that is the side which is, you know, the most space on. So we have plenty of space to angle the connectors. Then we're gonna bring this up, tie this around here. We're gonna take our two ends here, which got caught in that boy. We are gonna do this. Then we are gonna send this under the mixer, so it's, you know, out of the way or whatever. There we go. Then I'm gonna run this on the other side of the power to keep it out of the way for our outputs. And then plug it in to our aux outs. So that goes to our VU meter, so that's all fine and handy dandy. Then we have this one, which is where the fun begins. So, let me get that patch sheet. So, this is our cable, which we use to feed out of our direct box rack and into everything else. So, we have 3. We have 1. We have 2. And we have 4. So there we go. That's all, you know, handy and dandy and whatever else. So, okay, so I'm back. Had to run do something. But anyway, then number 3 we found out was number 7. Yes. Yes, then we have 4, which is electric guitar. Your 6. Then we have keys left, which is number 8. Then we have keys U, which is number 9. Okay, good. Okay, there we go. So there we have that patched in. Then we have this boy, which I do have a plan for. I am planning to lease for one of the videos. I am planning to lease a DL32. So for now we'll plug this just into the blank port on the front here, and then theoretically speaking, besides from our stage box, we are wired up. Let's grab the stage box. And then put the stage box where quote unquote stage would be, which is over here. We're gonna put the stage box here and call this stage. Then we're gonna put all of our extra cable that we have for the stage up here. Stage box has reached front of house. Then we open the bag, which contains all the pigtails. So here she is. So we are gonna put the stage box here. Now what I'm gonna do, since I can't find, normally I have one of those like cable twisty boys that I normally use.
Yeah?
So I'm just gonna mount this cable here, then put the stage box up there, and then just tie the cable around it. It will be sufficient for now. It will help hold her up a bit so she ain't drooping as much. So good shit. Then begins the fun. So outputs here, pretty straightforward. These are gonna be just regular good old monitor outs. Or so I believe. Or actually no. SLR1 is recorder. Recorder, then we got so recorder, in-ear, 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 in-ear. And then so supposedly okay, so yeah, here's where shit gets funky. So XLR 7.8, so these two are then gonna be outputs. Then they are, so you are gonna be out 4 and 3 then. You are gonna be, then you two are gonna be recorder out. And then just a random backstage weight monitor or whatever. Then we have 9, 10, 11. Okay, so you get the other side of the snake. So this is just how it typically oh, that's right, I had to replace this boy on this snake. I forgot about that. Oh my god. Yeah, this is all a mess. So you are, so we have input. Well, that's just input. It's wrong there though, but mic bell pack. Okay, sure shit. So number 3 is gonna then be bass guitar. Aha. Bass guitar. 2 is gonna be a microphone. Then number 4, which I'm guessing is here. No, that's number 1, so that is another microphone. Then number 5 is then number 5 is bass guitar. Aha. In 5 is bass guitar. In 4 is bass guitar. You are sidechain bass guitar, but both of those comes from there. So then 4 is really what you're gonna have. So number 4 is this boy. So there is number 4. So you are sidechain bass, okay. Which means number 5 then becomes no in 10, which because acoustic is in 7, that's fine shit. Acoustic is in 7. Because in 6 is electric guitar. But that's going to electric guitar, so that's fine shit. In 3 is acoustic guitar, then keys. Okay, so number 10 then becomes kick. So number 10 is where we start going normal shit. So 5, then 6. Then 7. 8. 9. 10. 11, because that makes sense, because we are pulling. Or, oh no, wait, oh no. Yeah, I have already messed up here, lol. Or have I? Yes, I have. No. Yes. Yes, I have, because we have no inputs there. Okay, yeah, I see what I did there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's fine shit. that's, you know, fine shit, whatever, but that is where, you know, we need to rethink. So 5, 6, 7 and 8. So U2 and U2, right? Yes. So 5, 6, 8, 7. That's all fine shit. Then we get these two boys, which is totally split but oval. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. Nine, 11, 12. Then we have these 4, which would then be run by a sub-snake or whatever else. So I mean that's fine shit. Then we have the other stuff we pulled out of here. So Ox is, you know, fine shit. That just, you know, that just, you know, lurks to the front or whatever for you know, that conosle. So that's all fine shit and handy dandy and whatever. That's, you know. Well, you're the only one that has power. Here you go. Audio. Fine shit. Then we have U, which will then is our USB interface. Which normally would be that. But since I'm going to be playing that back from my main machine, I'm going to do that with a longer boy. We're going to be using this one. Oh. So you go out of there. And then this one links into my main boy. Totally not becoming a tripping hazard here or anything. Then we have technically what is our jumpy jump cables for going to from the outputs of the mix. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna wait with plugging you in. Which technically is going from the mixer into here, but as you can see, they're a tad too short. So we're gonna have to resort to other cables. And also the cables is gonna be, well, just 5 meter XLRs. Since that's what I have. So
you ready? Ready? You have to go first and do it. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
okay, there we go. So there we have one output. So that becomes then center or C, right? Then we have this boy, which is a little more stiff, but oval, I mean, stiff or not, we make them work, right? There we go. And then you go into BL. Then we are done with every connection that has to be made on the back. There we go. Besides from 2. So.
And of course, I still have the here.
And not these boys. So this is our subwoofers, which my idea eventually for the studio is to put them in a way where these will go out into the hallway and be amplified out in there, and the only thing we actually have inside of here is you know, a pair of XLRs on the wall, which then leads to my server rack, which is there. All the amplification and crossovering and all of that jazz is happening to make it a little cleaner here in the studio, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. So
bridge away, and then there's like a peak, like a slight angle where there's line of sight, like fucking 30 meters away like that.
okay, then we have this wall, which then comes over here. So then, with all of this around, we're gonna get our good friend, wherever it may have taken the way here. We're gonna get our good friend gaff tape. So this will take a bit. So hold your horses. Now I am back. Now I'm gonna say one thing though, depending on which person you are, gaff tape is either your favorite friend or your worst enemy. It just depends how you look at it. Because to some people, it's very nice for temporary setup, which I mean is what we're doing here, so you know, just so that said. To other people it's more a pain in the ass because of, you know, sticky cables or whatever. So this is subwoofer left. So this is gonna feed up in here and go into A. This is subwoofer right. So this is gonna lurk up in here and go into subwoofer U. And in the end that will probably be in the panel. And eventually this entire setup is gonna turn around. So with that, we are ready to turn on the console. And it loaded up that scene that was stored locally, yes. Okay, good shit. Good shit. So that's gonna be it for the first video of the console. Now I'm gonna rig up and make everything ready for recording the second video. Thanks for watching.